special guest today is Dr. Vishal Murthy. He is a resident in neurology at UC Davis. He's a Canadian. He graduated from the University of Guelph, OVC, Ontario Veterinary College, did his internship in the Toronto area, and then went through the matching process to get his residency in UC Davis. So he's enjoying actually probably pretty darn good weather right now, aren't you?
Oh, it's not bad at all.
I'm a little jealous. I'm not going to lie to you.
We're in a good place there, I must say.
Yeah, and I guess they're not used to any sort of really cold weather. Your body's hardened, right, to the cold weather.
Oh yeah, I'm okay. It's t-shirt weather outside.
Oh man, yeah, that's great. But why don't we talk about art? You know, like when did you get started in art, and what role has it played through your life and through your profession?
Art has been a really big part of my life. I've been doodling ever since I can remember. It's always been something I did. It's always been something I was interested in. I've always been, like any kid, I grew up watching cartoons, right? And I think more so than most kids, I was really interested in how they were made and really getting into the nitty-gritty of, animation and even like editorial cartoons to, things like Calvin and Hobbes and all of those kind of comic strips. And so it's something I was always very much into. And I think, as I mentioned before, at one point in time, I was almost leaning toward going down that path myself as a career. And then, I think it's great that I found veterinary medicine, and this has definitely been my calling. But I've always been able to keep art on the side as a hobby, and partly as a part-time career, you could call. Predominantly through vet school, a lot of the stuff I did was, for class projects, stuff like that. Like, we would have our hockey games and stuff, and we would make promotional material for that. And I, designed the mascot, and I was the mascot and stuff like that. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I gotta ask you, what was the mascot?
We were the Scarlet Stags.
Scarlet Stag. Okay, yeah.
There's pictures of me with a giant deer costume on.
Awesome.
So yeah, we did a lot of that kind of stuff.
So growing up, what was your favorite cartoon?
Don't know that I can pick one cartoon per se, but I think comic strips, I definitely found Calvin and Hobbes to be the best. It's one that grew up with me through the ages, I must say. But, I've definitely enjoyed a lot of different cartoons. I was going to say, I think one of the highlights for my quote-unquote artistic career has been in vet school. I actually got to help design a iPad game or like an app that the school is actually designing to help teach kids how to take care of pets. And, my role in that was very much drawing frame by frame different animations of the dogs and all the backgrounds and all of that kind of stuff, and really kind of getting to be a part of building that from the ground up. I think the project ended up getting sold to a different company and didn't really get off the floor very much, but still a great experience. Still allowed me to actually make a bit of money on the side too, which is sweet.
Yeah, and so did you start your own company?
Yeah, I started a little company called Cartoonist Studios. So definitely did a lot of stuff with that. I also kind of freelanced a little bit for medical illustration kind of gigs too. So did a bit of work like that. And in my internship, I actually was a editorial cartoonist for the Toronto Academy of Veterinary Medicine. They would have their kind of bi-monthly newsletter that would come out, and I had to have little editorial cartoons in there making fun of different things.
Oh, that's great. Hey, do you have any, can you send me some?
Absolutely.
Yeah, after seeing you send me some, because I want to post them on our Facebook page. We'll put some examples of what you did.
Sure.
Yeah, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be politically correct. It doesn't have to at all.
They're all PC, yeah. They're actually up on my website, which is vetcartoonist.com.
Once you're done your residency, and you get a life.
Once I'm done,
you get a life. Then you can go back to that, and but we'll definitely post your website up there and some examples of what you've done. I think that's great. So right now, as you indicated to me before, is that the residency is just taking a lot of your time, so you're not really able to. But do you ever use it as an outlet, as a stress relief outlet? Do you just doodle and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do. Not so much at work, because that never really presents itself as an opportunity. But when I'm off clinics, especially, it's something I like to do to just zone out a little bit, get my mind cleared, and just rejuvenate a little bit.
Do you ever, when you're explaining something to a client, do you ever go in and like draw in more detail, draw a cartoon?
All the time, all the time. Everybody presents stuff to clients in a different way. My way is very much, I have a little whiteboard in my room, in my exam room when I go in. So the first thing I do is I draw the nervous system and I explain to them everything on the board. And I find that people actually like that. It makes more sense to them.
Do me a favor, when you do that, just take a quick photo and send it to me, because I'd love to see that
Sure.
process as well. Yeah, no, that's great. I think, stuff like that. It's like, when I draw, it's like stick figures and things like that. But no, that's phenomenal. That's awesome. So it helped fund a little bit of your vet school. It's definitely a stress relief for you, and it's something that,
Yes.
as you said, it permeates your life, and it's always going to be with you. And I definitely hope that after the residency, or when you get the opportunity, that you continue this this business.